Là để ra chứ. Thank you sir. Hello. Thank you. Mình lên chỗ đây coi này, chỗ này trước cho mình. Hello.
You speak English?
Yeah, we speak English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where you walked around now
Yep.
is the fire hearth.
Yep.
That's where all the meals were cooked for the 94 people on board each day.
Yep.
And in this space here, as we look around, 60 men, 60,
Yep.
60 men lived for 3 years day.
3
and night.
years. Wow. From England to Australia.
Well, England to across the Pacific to Australia.
Oh, yep.
And then back around to England. So
Oh, okay.
3 year voyage.
3 years. Wow.
Last group here.
Okay, so they slept like this with their hammocks
Yep.
slung up here at night time, and then of a morning they took those down, and then they all sat 6 to a table all around here.
Yep.
Cái chỗ này chỗ người ta nằm không á?
This is the Captain Cook endeavor.
Shit.
Ship,
Correct,
yep.
that's right. You may, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. So as you go under here,
Yep.
very, very careful. There's low headroom. It's only 1.2 metres.
Yep. Okay.
And you get past the fire extinguisher. There's a stairs or ladder that goes to the next deck level,
Yep.
which also is very low headroom. So just be careful there too.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the tip. Có 1,2 m nha. Wow, lúc nào cũng không nhà. 1,2
Trọng cái trọng xe người ta nằm nữa nè.
Yeah. Ba năm giờ rồi. Lúc nào cũng không về xuống mỗi ngày luôn.
3 năm không mới đi tới đây á hả?
Dạ, 3 năm ở đây từ Đức Anh đến Úc.
Dạ, khi nó không bò ngồi chơi cũng vậy, anh hỏi gì đó.
Hay quá hả? Hồi xưa mình ta đóng đường nhiều quá hay rồi không?
250 năm trước. Dạ. Is this Captain Cook deck?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So this is what we call the Great Cabin.
The great captain. Yep.
So James Cook, the captain, shared this cabin with the head scientist, whose name was Joseph Banks. And that is Banks's cabin there, where he slept, and Captain Cook's cabin is just out here. But this great cabin was used by both the officers and the scientists for the work that they did, because it was a voyage of exploration, scientific exploration. And they were collecting specimens of flora and fauna, trees and plants and animals and insects and butterflies. All of this they brought back to England, and this became a record of the South Pacific. And the Pacific became very famous in Europe. It was the one big unexplored territory. And so following Cook came the French. Our visitors that just left are French people, and several explorers from France followed Cook, and later on, of course, the Spaniards also, and the Dutch. The Dutch were actually here first, but not on the east coast. The Dutch were on the Indian Ocean side, you know, and the north. And there it's a very different country, very dry, very hot, very barren, no people, so they said terra nullis, no one lives here. In fact, people did, but they never saw them. So they sailed away, they weren't interested. But when Cook came to in 1770 and found the east coast, he found beautiful country, big forests, big trees, flowing rivers, good soil. So he knew that agriculture could be made on this island, right, this great continent. And of course, 18 years after Cook's voyage, the first fleet arrived with 11 ships, and the colonization of Australia began. And that was the year of 1888.
1888.
And that's when European colonization started. Right? But it began with Cook.
All began with Cook, Captain Cook.
Yeah.
You're even better than my history teacher. You're even better than my history teacher. Thank you. Thank you for the information. Thank you. Đất là Hà Lan.